Hello, it's Kitty. I'm back with another video. So, oh my goodness, it has been a couple days. I'm so sorry, but I'm still here. Still here. So, I was watching this movie, and I always feel like whenever I watch something, I want to be gathering something from it. Of course, we can watch something without it having to like mess up some brain signals or anything like have you overthink or thinking deeply. Excuse me. However, I just like I don't want my time to be wasted, so I feel like everything that I do, say, watch needs to be with purpose. So I was watching this movie, and I don't watch scary movies because I don't believe in those spirits. Like, they're real. Like, I believe in the enemy, the devil. I believe in all that stuff. But I will watch like a thriller, which I feel like is a little bit different. My first thriller I would say I would watch was all other than Thriller itself, Michael Jackson, but Thriller was like this shark movie with a friend, and that thing was so scary. Like, I would be like this or just have my eyes closed. That's how you know I don't watch this stuff. But I ended up watching this because I was like, this seems like a pretty good movie. And it's about this lady who basically her kid had gotten kidnapped, and she was, I guess it was kind of like an older day where people don't have cell phones as much. So it was just like her trying to basically get her child back. And the police were trying to help but really not helping, type of thing, because of course they have other things that matter. But anyways, fast forward to the end of the movie, and it actually, these kids were like, these couple was known for taking kids and like selling them. So it would kidnap kids from America and then sell them like to overseas or something. So it was very horrible. So if that lady would not have fought the way she fought, she probably would never saw her child again. And when she found her child, it was like it was two other kids there with her child, and she was trying to get them, but they were like, you're not my mom. Like, I can't trust you, because they are already scared. These kids have been taken away from their parents, and the only person they saw is the person who has kidnapped them. That's the only person they saw. So she was like, her and her son, they went and they hid until to try to get rid of the other lady, whatever, and the lady who had them. So at the end, after she got rid of her, she went back to get the kids, and the neighbor came, and he had a gun, and she was, you're like, what are you telling this? I got a method, really. He had a gun, and he pointed at her. He was like, basically saying, who are you and what are you doing? And she was telling him like, these people have kidnapped my child, and I have gotten my child back, and it's other kids here. And he's like, no way, I've known them for over so many years or whatever. And he was basically saying like, no way they could have done it. It's like, yeah, it is. It's other kids up there. And he was like, oh my goodness. And he started trying to help. And she was like, I didn't tell you how many kids or their gender or anything. And she bopped that man on top of the head or whatever. And she was like, you got the wrong, you tried to steal the wrong child. And that just made me, long story short, that just basically made me think we as people need to have discernment. And I think sometimes we allow that to go out of the window when we get excited or we feel like we can trust people. And not to say you shouldn't trust people, but it's just like you need to always have your eyes open, because the enemy can use anybody. And we can see that from the Bible where Jesus told Peter, Satan, get thee behind me. It's just like Peter was his disciple. So what do you mean, Satan, get thee behind me? Excuse me. And that's it, because it's just like, if you don't have your guards up, the enemy can come in and slip in any kind of way and start manipulating and doing things that, if you realize like, hold on, that's not right, you'll be able to do whatever you need to do, think quickly, act quickly, so you're able to live in that woman's case. But I thought that was so powerful, because I was just like, man, how many of us, myself included, and I said us, but how many Christians especially are walking around with no discernment, are following people that they think are of the Lord, or listen to people that they say these people are of the Lord, but they're not. They are wolves in sheep clothing. And it's just, I mean, we have to have discernment, and not just people who are pretending to be Christians, but it's just like, just in the world, period. You need to pay attention. It just happened to me today. The Lord, and this don't have anything to do with discernment, but it's about paying attention. Because I went to the grocery store, and I buy stuff, and then like I'll see something on a sale, and I'm like, oh, I think I can use that, especially if I just want to get myself a little snack or something. So I'm like, let me get this. But then I go back and look at my receipt, and I notice that it wasn't on sale, or whatever the case may be. And I'm like, I should pay full price for this, and I'd be upset because I thought it was this. It just happened to me today. I picked up 2 items I probably knew in the first place, but I picked them up, and then when I got to the register, I said, this said this. And it was actually put in the wrong place, which I need to pay attention. And I just end up not getting it because it's like, no, I was only getting it because of the sale price. I'm not going to pay full price for it because I didn't really want it. I was just getting it because I'm like, oh, this is on sale, and this, which is another whole story. But yeah, so I end up not getting it. But most of the time, I don't be paying attention. I just go on. And I guess because I only had that many items, I only had like 3 items, so I could pay a little bit more attention versus if I have 50 items trying to see if a discount came off. But long story short, or just to sum it all up, we really need to pay attention, have discernment. These are the last days, and we know this ever since Jesus came and went, that we've been living in the last days, and we need to have our eyes more open so we can be more aware of what's going on. So you need to realize what you're watching, what you're listening to, all the things, because you will be deceived. And the Lord talks about this, like, people will tell you that this or that, and if we don't have the discernment, we will believe them. So that's my spiel. I hope you're enjoying the day so far. Thank you so much for watching this video. And like I always say, se ha cambiado que quieres ver en otros. Until next time. Bye.